Good morning, everybody. Spiritual Whistleblower here, live from Austin, Texas. I'm having such an incredible time. I want to thank everybody. I have finally completed my final round of support groups for 2021. I went to Houston, Dallas, and Austin, and New Orleans for the month of October, celebrated my birthday with you all. I had an amazing time. I just want to thank everybody. When I get back to New York, I'm going to do a whole recap of the entire summer. I met some amazing people, and it just was a growing experience for me, the good and the bad. And, I'm planning some great things for next year. But I want to thank everybody for the money, the cards, the gifts. I got some beautiful gifts from you guys. The cards, the letters. I had a picture of a young lady and her daughters gave me a beautiful handmade card with a photograph. I have some of the most amazing supporters, so thank you guys. I want to do a quick video while I'm in Austin because I'm having such a good time. I haven't been able to squeeze a video in. I mean, I've been getting it in here in Austin. Let me get to some shade. Look at that. I love the sound of nature, man. I just like peace. Anyone knows me knows I like a very peaceful environment. So let me sit over here in the shade. It's a little bit better. All right, what do I want to talk about today? And don't mind the hole in my shirt. I'm in my workout gear, so I always put on my, you guys know how I dress when I work out and I do my morning cardio. My t-shirts and hoodies and sweats, so take my glasses off. I was thinking, ladies, we really got to do a better job of investigating. I always talk about, find out how a man was raised, when you meet his family, his mother, your in-laws, but we really got to get into his character. Before we fall in too deep, before we even talk about marriage, we really got to start investigating a man's true character. And how do you do that? We get so caught up of his looks, how well he's dressed, his job title, or if he doesn't have a job, you cleaned him up, you got him looking good. And you start observing him around his friends in different environments. And even on social media, it's just funny. He's on his best behavior when he's around people. And we got to understand that none of that it doesn't mean nothing. We should be observing his behavior when nobody is looking. Because what I mean by that, and I'll give some examples. I'll use, my last situation. There were multiple times that I witnessed my ex behave like a fucking animal behind closed doors towards other people. We're not talking about me now. I'm talking about other people. His behavior in different scenarios. I remember the first time we went out to eat because I wanted to go out with my friends to go out drinking to Wet Willie's, and he started a whole argument about that. So he ended up going with me instead, and he was just so nasty the whole time. Like, he totally killed the mood. We're sitting there ordering food and he's sitting here saying horrible things to me. Like, no table etiquette, no class, fucking rude, talking shit, being disrespectful, mad because I like to go out. Nigga, I'm a city girl. You knew that. You trying to break me down to be a fucking Southern belle. Go find you a Southern belle. I like to go out. I like to do what I like to do. I like to live. I like to travel. He really tried to change me. When we first went out to Wet Willie's, It was really supposed to be me going, but his insecurities thinking I'm gonna meet up with a dude or whatever. I don't know what happened, but he totally just destroyed the whole mood, everything. That was his character. What I was witnessing when nobody was looking was his character. He wasn't a gentleman, he was a douchebag. Another time, I witnessed him slap his neighbor. And his mother, I'll tell you really quickly, okay? His mother had a washer and dryer. Her dryer was not working, a piece on it didn't work. So she called the neighbor over. Now this guy is much younger than her. I suspect she was fucking this dude because his mother has a reputation as the community whore. I'm gonna keep it real. She's slutty. Dude came over and he was fixing the dryer. Now my ex, he hooked up the dryer to begin with. He got the dryer for her. So it was like he walked in like, what the hell is going on? Why do you got this dude, our next door neighbor, fixing the dryer? He's not, he don't know what he's doing. And out of that ensued some sort of argument. His mother was sitting in the kitchen and both of the men started arguing. My ex and the neighbor. And this neighbor, he's known him for a very long time. I'm guessing back into childhood. So this guy is not new. Like my ex has known him for a very long time. They get into this argument and his mother is sitting there. She has this demonic grin on her face. She's smiling like she's happy that two men are fighting over her. And I'm like, why, this is your house. Why would you allow your son, he has a hot temper, he just got out of prison. Why are you encouraging him to fight? Why not tell the neighbor to go home? Tell the neighbor to go home. No, she's sitting there, she's enjoying. I'm telling y'all, she had this smirk on her face because I tried to break it up. I was like, look, no, tell him to go home. No, my ex was like, no. And my ex ended up slapping the shit out of this guy. And I thought it went way too far. It was not that serious. The guy ended up peeing on himself. He was on the floor. My ex was on top of him. I'm just like, this was something so minor. Why did you have to hit the guy? And looking at his trifling mother, she sat there, enjoyed the whole show. Like, oh, look at these two niggas fighting over me. I must be that bitch. That was the vibe I got from her. She should have been mature enough to tell her son, go in the other room and send the fucking neighbor home. No, she set that shit up. And I'm very disappointed in both of them. But what I learned in that moment, I said, this man has the potential to be this angry over something so minor and put his hands on his own neighbor. He's known this guy since childhood. My ex can turn on me and put his hands on me. This is his character I'm looking at. This is who he is when nobody's looking. And sure enough, he ended up putting his hands on me at a later date. He's violent. So what I'm saying, y'all, we got to pay attention. You got to monitor people's behavior when nobody's looking. That's who they truly are. Not what they present to the public. They get around their circle of friends. They get around their family. Yeah, they're going to be on their best behavior. Yeah, they're going to be charming. Yeah, they're going to be the life of the party. Yeah, they're going to be well-mannered, all that. That's bullshit. That's a facade. Who they are when nobody is looking is who they truly are. Ladies, another thing too. Don't think it's cute, if you're laid up in the bed with your man and he's sitting up talking negatively about his baby mothers. Oh, I hate that bitch. She's a hoe. Blah, 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 blah. That bitch get on my fucking nerves. That bitch is always... He's talking shit about the baby mother. Or he's talking shit about an ex-girlfriend. Don't be sitting there feeling like you that bitch because he's tearing another bitch down. And I'll tell you why. You don't know why he's mad at the baby mama. Maybe the baby mama don't want to fuck with him no more. Maybe the baby mama got a new man and he's jealous. You don't know why he should, if he's really a mature man, he shouldn't have nothing to say about his baby mother. He should be at peace. And depending on the age of the children, in my case, my ex, his children are grown adults. So why is he even bringing up his baby mothers at all? You ain't got to pay no child support, nigga. You ain't got to drop off no diaper money, no milk money for the baby. Your kids are grown, so why are you bringing up your baby mothers? Ladies, don't ever sit up and think it's cute You laid up in the bed with your nigga and he's sitting up and he is tearing down his ex-girlfriends and baby mamas. Because let me tell you something. You're next in line. Just like he's dogging them and talking shit about them to you, he will be tearing your name down to the next bitch. He's going to add your name to, when y'all relationship is over, he going to be talking shit about you. Or if he's still fucking the baby mother, he is still fucking that baby mother, he going to go lay up in her bed and talk shit about you. Never trust a man that talks bad about any of his exes, any woman. Watch how he treats women. Does he address women as whores, hoes, bitches? Does he call his mama a bitch? How does he talk to his mama? How does he talk to his sister? You got to catch him when nobody's looking. How does he treat women? That's who he really is. Yeah, when y'all get out in front of the public, he going to be on his best behavior. Yeah, he going to be a gentleman. Yeah, he going to be charming. That's bullshit. You got to catch him when nobody's looking. So yeah, you know, my ex, he bashed both his baby mothers to me. One's a hoe, ran through, fucked through. He talked a lot of shit. But at the time, I didn't know he was fucking one of them. He could have been fucking both, but I definitely know now he was fucking one of them. And you don't think for 1 second he'll talk shit about you to her? Play y'all against each other? So character is everything. Stop looking at his presentation. Stop looking at how well he's dressed, what he does for a living. Start getting into who he is when nobody's looking. Analyze, monitor. Always look at his family, because another thing too, if his family is messy, if his family is two-faced, if they'll turn on each other, they gossip about each other, they tell each other's business, then guess what? He's going to pick up that behavior and he's going to do it to you. He's going to do it to, a lot of these men love drama more than women. He gets that from his family. His mom or the toxic, messy women in his family have taught him how to be messy and two-faced. That's a character flaw. You don't want to be with no man that gossips and you know, you think you having a private conversation, but he's taking everything you tell him and he's running it back to his mama or his female cousin or his old high school female friend. You know, they got friends, but they really be fucking them friends from high school and shit. Character is everything. Is he a man of God? When y'all go to church, if y'all go to church, because a lot of these niggas don't even want to go to church. They fake Christians, they atheists and shit. But when he goes to church, does he really do his best to live by the word? Does he take what he learns from Sunday and apply it to the rest of the week? Or does he go back to being a demon the rest of the week? Go back to being an asshole Monday through Saturday? Church is all about presentation. Character. We've got to do better. Discerning people's character, because of who a person is when nobody is looking, that is who he or she really is. That is their true persona. Not what they post on Facebook, not what they wear to a first date, not who they are around a group of friends, not who they are around their children. How do they treat their children? Do they fall out with their kids a lot? Are they rude? You know, I know a lot of men that have daughters. They front like they're good fathers to their daughters on social media, but they talk shit to their daughters when no one's looking, and they treat women like shit. Character. Everything's a front when you're dealing with a narcissist, a sociopath. You catch them when nobody's looking, and that's who they really are. All right, I'll see y'all later. The next video I'll be in New York. Let me enjoy the rest of my trip. I love you guys. Take care.